Welcome to Algebra 1. This presentation is going to show you some of the very important tips so that you can be successful as you're doing this online Algebra 1 course. So to sign into the course, you want to first go to FLVS.net. Okay? On the upper left-hand side, you will see the login button. Click on that. Then you're going to see a screen, and on the right-hand side, it's going to say Dashboard Login. Go ahead and type in your username and password. If you do not know your username and password, go ahead and contact your teacher and they can look it up and tell you what that is. From there, you're in your dashboard, okay? I want you to take a look at three things in here. Your student records, your messages, and if you scroll down, you'll see where you can sign into the course. Under your student records, I want to make sure that you click on Student Profile, so that we can make sure that all your accurate information is posted here, including your phone numbers. Under your phone numbers, please make sure to tell us whether we can text you or not, and please make sure to provide us with a description of whose number that is, whether it's your cell, your mom's cell, so on. To access the course, you scroll down on the dashboard page, and you're going to see the courses that you're currently taking. You click Enter the Course to enter the course at this time. Notice that you can print out your progress reports that you receive once a month, and you also can check emails, same as the messages that I showed you earlier. You can see them from right here as well. I also want you to notice that this is an indicator of how far along you are in the class. Once you hit Enter the Course, you're going to be passed into your teacher's announcement page. Please make sure to take a look at the announcement page. Your teacher's information will be written somewhere about here, okay? Please write down her information or his information in case you need it in the future. I also want you to take a look at this information right here. These are the resources that are available to you in your course. You have videos that you can watch anytime, any day. You have live lessons that are specific to specific assignments and specific times. To enter a live lesson or to see when they're being offered, click on the live lesson icon and you will see the dates and the times. We also have tutoring available. Right now, the times are posted here. If it does change, it will be updated on your announcement page. But to enter your tutoring, all you have to do is click this nice green button right here, and you can go into the tutoring room and ask specific questions. Now, on the left-hand side, you're going to see some blue buttons that you can select. So I want to go over a couple of them. First, your Lessons button. Your Lesson button, think of it as the place where you're going to go to read and learn the material. You're going to also see some videos here that are going to be helpful to you as you're trying to learn the content. Course information I'll get to in just a moment. Assessments, think of that as your to-do list. Once you read the lesson in its entirety, then you can click on Assessments to submit the assignment. The grade book, that is where you're going to go to see how you did on your assignments. This is also where you can resubmit assignments. This is also where you can see the notes that the teacher has given you on the assignments that you have already submitted. Now, let's go ahead and backtrack to course information. Under course information, you have a lot of wonderful things. The educator orientation, teaching and educator, just really good information for you. Academic integrity. Academic integrity is so important to us here at FLVS Virtual. We want to make sure that you are the one who is benefiting from taking this course, that you are the one learning how to do the material. So please make sure to click on integrity and take a look at our expectations. And lastly, your pace. Your pace tells you how many assignments you should be doing a week based on when you want to complete the course. So we have a couple here. The traditional pace is 32 to 36 weeks, which is about 8 months. When you click on this, you will see how many assignments you are to do a week, okay? You also have the option to do it in 16 to 18 weeks and a little faster. And if the option that you prefer is not here, go ahead and ask your teacher how many assignments you should do to finish in the desired time that you wish to finish. Here's an example of what the pace chart looks like, okay? Once you determine which one you want to do, I suggest that you print it out so that you know each week what assignments are expected for you to submit. Now, when you click on your lessons, you're going to get a page that looks very similar to this. You have 9 modules in the whole course. The first semester is chapters 1 through 5, and the second semester is chapters 6 through 9. If you're only taking this course for the second semester, you start in Module 6, but know that all of the lessons are there in case you ever have to go back and review something like how to solve an equation or something like that. So now I want to go over how to do certain things. And first, let's touch on pre-tests. At the beginning of every module, you will have a pre-test. The pre-test does not hurt your grade. It is only designed to show us, the teachers, if you can skip any sections. So if you score higher than a 75%, please email us so that we can, in turn, take a look at the pretest and let you know if you can skip any sections. Now, you want to make sure to read the lessons in their entirety, and you want to make sure to take down notes. So as you're going through this course, you should have a notebook that you're either printing out the pages, I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, or you're taking your own individual notes so that you can really benefit from this course. I'm also going to show you how to submit an assignment, how to attach a document, and also discuss DVAs briefly. So here we are in your course. I clicked on Lessons, and here we are where I showed you that you have 9 modules. So to read a lesson, all you have to do is click on Module 1. So I'm going to click on Module 1, and here are the different sections that are in this module. So I want to make sure to always start and work in order. So I would click on 100, and I would go through and I would read the pages that are provided here. I would make sure to scroll down, watch any videos. I would then go to the next page. Notice that on this specific section 106, there were 6 pages for me to go through. So notice I would go through here and continue on through the 6 pages. I also want you to notice this drop-down arrow that allows you to move through the pages this way as well. So once I've read all the pages, I can then go to see what it is that I am supposed to submit. The directions for what you're supposed to submit are always going to be found in the last page of your lesson. So here it says, for my assignment, I need to complete 1.00 Module 1 pretest. I also want to point out to you that, as I said before, if you wanted to, you could always print out these pages by clicking on right here, print the page, and you could write down your notes directly on here if that is what you wish. But I want to show you how to submit an assignment. So to submit an assignment, I'm going to go to my to-do list, which is my assessments. So let me click on Assessments. And here I go, my 100. So I'm going to click on 100 pretest. And I want to go ahead and enter the exam. It says, you're about to enter an exam you can only access once. If you leave this exam, you will need to contact your instructor to reset it. I want to make sure that I want to start it, so I'm going to go ahead and click Enter the exam. So here we go. I would go through and I would work out these problems on a piece of paper. Once I have my answer, I would select it, okay? And for the time's sake purposes, I'm just going to pick a couple of them. And then I want to show you, when you scroll to the very bottom, it is super important that you select check this box to indicate that you're ready to submit your exam. If you do not check this box, we will not receive this assignment. So check the box and hit Submit. And you have just submitted your first assignment, okay? As I said with your pretest, you want to make sure that if you get higher than 75%, then you email your teacher. But in this case, I got a 2 out of 21, so I didn't get higher than a 75%, so I would just continue on reading my next lesson and going through it this way, okay? So now, I want to show you how you can attach a document as well. So let me go ahead and just click on an assignment that I know requires an attachment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 104 Module 1 quiz, because I know that all the quizzes, I can either choose to write my answers right directly in here, or I can choose to attach a file. Remember, the directions for these assignments are going to be found on the last page of your Lessons tab, okay? So say that I already know what I'm going to submit and I already have it saved, I have my Word doc. I'm going to go ahead and click Choose File, and I'm going to go ahead and find my file. So say that the file that I want is, just picking one real quick, this one right here. That's my Word doc. So I click Choose File, I find the file, I double click the file, and that's it. I'm done. That's how you attach a file here. So to submit this assignment, maybe I can say, hi, teacher, here is my file, okay? And I write student, okay? To submit this assignment, much like before, notice this little box, submit for grading. Click it, and then you see that that changes to submit for grading, and I hit submit for grading, okay? Now, I want you to notice something. Once you submit an assignment, it won't appear in your assessments anymore. So when I go to my assessments, notice that 100, that pretest that I did just a moment ago, it's no longer listed here. 104, the one that I just showed you how to attach a file, is no longer listed here. So if I want to see how I did on those, remember, you click on your gradebook, and from your gradebook, it's always provided there. I can always just click on 1.00, and I can open it up and see what I answered and all that kind of good stuff. This is where I can also resubmit an assignment. So say you do 101 and you don't do so well on it and you want to try it again. This is where you would come to open it up and do this assignment again, okay? Now the last thing I want to cover is DBAs. So DBAs are going to happen at the end of every module. So notice here 109, notice here 209, and so on. When you get to a DBA and you've done all the assignments prior to it, okay, contact your teacher. Email her, call her, schedule an appointment, call him or her, and they will be more than glad to complete that DBA. Once you do the DBA, the discussion-based assessment with your teacher, then they will provide you the password to take the test, okay? So hopefully this has been helpful to you in knowing how to navigate through your new Algebra 1 course. We cannot wait to meet you and start working with you. Have a beautiful day.